Hello and welcome to Judge Meadow in the Meadows podcast. My name is Hibara Kilzakar and today I'm joined with Anisa Grams. I hope you guys enjoyed last week's show, but we got a really good show this week planned as well. But first, we need to talk about growing our team. At this time, it's just me and Mr. Chowdhury, but this podcast is not Mr. Chowdhury's. It's our community podcast. We are looking for people to be hosts, guests, do audio, video, tech, video editing, social media, whatever you can do to help us. You can talk about anything you really like. It doesn't have to be about school. We could talk about music, films, life in general. We could talk about anything, but it just has to be interesting. And also remember, this is our community podcast. I will say that again. Make sure you follow our Instagram for all our regular updates. Make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel, like this video, share this podcast with your friends and family. Let them know that this is what you want to do and they can also be part of this. And yeah, we want people from the community, ex-Judge Meta students, business owners, entrepreneurs, and anybody of any other professionals. But today we're talking about food and everything with Anisa Grams. So she is our very own Leicester local food blogger. She is gone by Anisa Grams. Let's introduce herself.
Hi everybody, my name's Anisa. It's so good to be here, thank you. So I share recipe videos on YouTube and also on Instagram, which is Anisagrams, and on YouTube you can find me as Cook with Anisa.
That's very, very nice. So today we're going to ask you a general amount of questions, and it's just about your life as a food blogger and how
Yes.
it is.
Okay.
Okay.
So I started growing up with spending most of my summer holidays with my grandmother mainly. She's a foodie, so she used to cook lots of food, delicious food. Well, actually, my whole family's a foodie, and I used to get involved in the kitchen with her. So I'll be like, "Oh, what are you making? Let me cut that for you. Let me do that for you." So I think I started at quite an early age, probably about 11. Having that passion for cooking. So it's like I used to have my friends with me because we used to have a park next door to us as well. So I used to let's go, let's see what's happening, and go to my grand's, and then she'd have this delicious meal and we'd eat with my friends together. So it's really good memories there. I guess that's how my passion for cooking actually started.
So, what inspires you to cooking? Like, is it your friends, family, but like, what in general inspires you for cooking?
So I'd definitely say it would be my my grandmother and my mum as well. And I think also I started sharing the recipes on my Instagram first. I had my friends telling me that why don't you, tell us what the recipe is instead of just posting pictures. I thought I'm not sure, because that takes quite a bit of your time as well. But I thought, and they're like, why don't you share them on YouTube and show you step by step? And I'm like, I'm not very confident. I don't think I can do that. And they're like, no, it's really good. I want to know how you make that. And I'm sure lots of people would know how to cook as well. And you find that sometimes people don't want to share recipes as well. So you think, why don't they want to share recipes? So I guess I started off with just pictures and then it moved on to some talking, and you don't want to watch my earlier videos, honestly, so cringy. So it slowly started with just pictures, a bit of text, and then I guess I just started showing and just, I just improved. And also the fact that people have sent me messages and pictures of what they have cooked or what their children have cooked. I felt so happy. I felt so glad that I could even help just one person, So I guess that's inspired me more, and it's kept me motivated to carrying on with my channel.
Yeah, of course, because like we need someone in there because I've seen people like grow from you because I know people who have watched your channel and said, you know what, we should do this as well. And there are people who do it. Maybe not on YouTube and stuff because you do need confidence for
That's
that.
right, definitely.
And I've seen it that like I've watched your videos and they are so good.
Oh, thank
Your
you.
food is absolutely delicious.
That's
My
very
mom's
kind.
tried it. It's amazing.
That's good.
But like I know what you mean by it. You need confidence for it because it's not something easy to do, putting your face out there to the whole world.
That's right, yes.
But like you've come so far, and I think you're doing amazing.
Thank you so much.
No
Yes,
worries.
thank you.
So, what is your favorite dish you've cooked or tried? Just in general, what's your favorite dish?
My favorite, I go through phases. So at the moment, I'd say Turkish, some Indo-Chinese as well. My children, they absolutely love that as well. Most of like kung pao chicken, there's Manchurian, saucy chicken. So most of these are on my channel as well, so people can try them at home and cook for their family. So yeah, I'd probably say Turkish and Indo-Chinese for now.
I think Turkish is one of my top favorites
It's amazing.
forever. It's so good. And Chinese, definitely, because Chinese
It's quite popular.
Yeah.
Yes.
So that's like a very popular cuisine and stuff. So is there anything you've made that you've tried and you've been like, I'm not really sure if I enjoyed making this?
Making my own Turkish at home. I think
Really?
I have done a few videos, with Adana kebab and shish and things. So I think I'd like to sort of improve a little bit more in that. There's always room for improvement, isn't there?
It's not
You don't
easy.
just stop there. Yeah.
But you've probably visited lot of places, restaurants everywhere. So if you is there a country you visited, but you would only go back there just for the food that you tried?
I think back then, well, even now, I guess it's Dubai, because there's food there that is halal, and of course, here that you wouldn't be able to eat because of our religious beliefs. So there's lots of variety of food in Dubai. So I'll probably say Dubai is a good place.
I've tried Dubai's food and it's really good. I agree with you. And obviously there is that religious barrier with the Muslims,
Exactly.
Hindus, everyone.
Yeah.
But that's a really good point that
That's
you made
right.
right there. And which country would you like to go that you've not visited yet, but you've seen the food there and you want to go?
It would have to be Morocco. I haven't tried any Moroccan food, to be honest. So Moroccan tagine. It just looks really colourful. Moroccan food. It's so fresh and it looks really healthy.
I
So
think
I'd
we
like
need
to
some
go
of
Moroccan.
Moroccan food on your page.
Yeah, I think so.
I think we do as well.
Yeah.
And is there anything else about like how you feel about going to places about food? And is there any place in Leicester that you really enjoy?
I do. There's a few places actually. Lovely steak places.
What's your top one?
Sorry.
What's your top favorite like steak place?
Steak place. I like Toro's,
Yeah.
to be honest. That's a really good place. We've got a few dotted around London Road as well,
Yeah.
which are really, really good. I also like there's a street food kind of place.
Yeah.
Saffron Street, I think that's
Yeah,
a nice
yeah,
place.
yeah.
That's a good place as well. So yeah, we've got a variety, and I'm thankful in Leicester that we've got some good places.
Yeah, and I've seen like other cities, and something I've noticed about Leicester is Leicester brings out like culture. Like there's like Saffron Street, for example. It's very Indian street food, like pani puri. They have like all of those little
Chats.
chats, yeah, bowl and everything. You know what I'm trying to say? Like Indian food is like mainly there for street food. Then you have like these little vans that sell these stuff. Then you have Etsy Baba, that's Turkish steak food.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm trying to say. Like Leicester's a place that like really brings in
growing.
culture.
Yeah, we've got lots of different variety of food, and I think that makes we're quite lucky.
Yeah.
That we have these places. So you've got a choice. Let's have a Turkish day, or let's go and try some Indian food. So we've got fish and chips even. So yeah, it's really good.
Yeah, it is. So what's your future for your blog? Like, well, what do you want to do for your blog in the future?
I'd probably say continue to benefit people in the right way. So through cooking, and also continue with my charity work and community work, which I'm thankful for. So it's not just about cooking, on my channel and just helping about with cooking, but it's also with helping with various charities too. And I think that if you have a channel or a social media platform, that you should, it's very important to use it in the right way.
Yeah, I agree. Because, like, there are people who can be negative, but you have to kind of put them on the side and kind of just think about the positives that you're giving out to people and what
Exactly.
people are getting
Yeah,
back.
exactly. And I think that's important, that you should give back. And if you have got a passion for example, anything like sports, beauty, skincare, you might be into poetry, calligraphy, you can take that to the next level. You can, of course, definitely go for it on your have a channel, show these skills that you have, because that could inspire someone else to do the same. So of course, I would say education is important. It's always there. No one could take that away from you. But if you have got a passion, you've got a niche, definitely go for it. And also continue. You don't know how far, you don't know where it's going to take you. For me, it's not like my whole total life, like I've made it my life, like Instagram is my life, but because I do work, so it's more of a hobby, part-time.
Yeah.
But you don't know where it could take you.
It
Overnight
could be a
success.
full-time thing.
It
Yeah.
could be a full-time thing. You just don't. It's up to you how far you want to take your
Exactly.
your
Yeah.
channel.
Because there are people who start off so small, and they make their career themselves.
Definitely, they make it themselves from scratch.
Yeah.
And it's not an overnight success. So sometimes people are in that false sense that, I could be like that.
Because there will be people who put you down. There will be people,
Yeah.
but you have to be stronger than them.
Definitely, like you mentioned here, but exactly, that's a good point, because I've had to, you just have, like, what is it, got thick skin, really.
Yeah.
And people ask me, oh, how would you feel if someone say that? I'm like, from here and out there, because I know I'm here just to educate people. I want people to look at my channel in a positive way. I want people to try these recipes at home, for their family. So I want to make sure that, when it's a life skill.
Yeah, it
So
is.
it's something
It
that
really
can,
is.
if you've got some young listeners out here, so you could cook for yourself. You might go, uni, miss your
Yeah.
mum's food, make it for your flatmates, make it for your family, and just enjoy.
Yeah. So, what would you like to what advice would you give those who are into cooking and are scared to start a platform?
You have to start. You can't be scared. I know it's in the beginning, initially, because we all go through that, don't we? But it comes with, it takes time to build on anything, and also you need to be consistent as well. And as I mentioned, with the passion that you have, and you know that you're going to use it for the right reasons as well. So just go for it. Start up. Even with cooking, you don't need to make complicated dishes. Just a handful of ingredients. If you make a mess, it doesn't matter. You learn it from that.
Yeah. And there will be mistakes. You won't get it perfect at the first.
Never.
Like something about me. I really like baking. I really like baking a lot, but normally they don't come out perfect. But I always try again. That is
Definitely.
something.
Don't give up. Try again. I always tell people when they message me, "Oh, I tried this. It didn't." Try it again. For example, I eat biscuits, and I know that they can be quite tricky in baking.
Yeah.
Some people do struggle with baking, and it comes with practice. And like you say, if you make a mistake, if it's not gone right, the cakes haven't risen, don't worry about it.
Just try again.
Just try again.
Yeah. And so blogging, that is something you do a lot. So what is advice for blogging? Because in social media, 'cause social media can be very toxic. So what have you been through that you would want the listeners who want to start one blog that they should prevent from doing or starting?
Like I mentioned, like if there is something that you have a passion for, definitely go for it. You will come across people who will put you down, probably, or they'll say, "Oh, you're sure you want to do that?" If you know you're there to make a positive change, in people's lives as well. You're teaching them something, you're educating them with something. Carry on. Don't let people put you down, because, like you say, there's lots of toxic. There's also that side where there's going to be a lot of people that will be positive, they'll lift you up as well, which is good. But there is that other dark side of it as well. So don't let that put you down. Don't let that put you off in your passion for inspiring other people. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. So thank you so much for coming on today, Miss Anissa.
Thank you for having me.
How did you find this podcast?
I found it really good. I think really good discussing. So hopefully, people can, look at it and maybe learn something from it.
I bet they really will.
I hope so.
So I think that's it for today. Thank you guys so much for watching our podcast. It really means a lot to us. Just want to give you guys a friendly reminder that this is our community podcast. We want you guys to be hosts, guests, whatever you guys want to do, honestly. It doesn't have to be about school, anything interesting. Make sure you follow us on Instagram. Make sure you follow Anissagrams on Instagram. Make sure you subscribe to Cooking with Anissa on Cook with Anissa, sorry.
On YouTube, yes.
Cook with Anissa on YouTube, and our Judge Meadow podcast, our Judge Meadow account on YouTube as well. So you can have regular updates, so you can see all our new podcasts. And yeah, I think that's it for today. Thank you so much for watching. Bye bye.